Kris Tyson from MrBeast may have just ended their career, as over the past 24 hours some damning allegations of Kris Tyson allegedly talking to minors has come to light. So obviously at the time of recording, all of these things are allegations. MrBeast or Kris Tyson, anyone actually, is yet to come forward and, address the allegations. So the silence is deafening. But over on Drama Alert, they were the ones to kind of break this story first, and they put a post up stating, Kris Tyson from MrBeast is being accused of talking to minors. 2 videos over the last 30 days outline an alleged sexually inappropriate relationship with a minor that started with the minor at the age of 13 and plans to meet up when they were the same minor at the age of 16. Kris Tyson, who goes by Ava, has yet to respond to these allegations, and the clip came from a YouTube channel called Prism42. So this is the clip that came forward.
And this screenshot is Kris Tyson talking one-on-one with him. And at this point, he would have been 16. And here we go. Here is the picture of them meeting up together. I'm gonna censor his face.
So obviously we've got Carl and we've got Kris. Kris prior to obviously transitioning. There's actually a comment there from Kris Tyson, #1 baby, and then there's the alleged minor.
And as you can see right there's Carl right there, there's Kris Tyson right there. Kris Tyson was talking to this guy since he was 13. Kris Tyson was in college. And of course, the moment he was able to drive, he takes a camper van out in the middle of the woods, which, by the way, very secluded area. Let me talk about that. Anytime that someone is taking a camper van somewhere, bringing it out in the desert or the middle of the woods, it's very unnecessary because there's RV parks, there's the Walmart parking lot, there's plenty of areas you can go instead of going to a place that's very unfamiliar to you to camp out there, especially in a secluded area. So the real question is, if he was talking to Kris Tyson, who is interested in both men and women, since he was 13 years old and Kris Tyson was in college, why did he take a camper van out to see him and take it out in the middle of the woods in this secluded area? And then he met up with him like 2 days later, like the picture was posted.
Now, obviously, those are some very important questions raised by the YouTuber in question, right? So, it doesn't look great. And at the time of recording, once again, this is just allegations, though considering there is absolutely no response from Kris Tyson whatsoever regarding these allegations, it paints a bit of a damning picture. Now, the YouTuber in question that created the content was a YouTuber by the name of Prism42. Now, they've only got 950 subscribers and they've only got 24 videos. And when you look at their videos, there's no kind of theme to it. There's just random things posted over the course of 8 years. Just sporadically posted, just random stuff. And then the Kris Tyson video here. Kris Tyson talked inappropriately to a 13-year-old. That was the video that we've just seen clips from. And then there were a couple of follow-up videos over the course of the last month. Kris Tyson interacted with the PDF artwork, Kris Tyson journey. So it's, it started to gain a bit of traction after Drama Alert made this post. And alongside the post, they did put up a picture of the Instagram. A tweet saying, but not $5, pathetic JK, and then Lava, who is the person who has apparently who was underage. Wait till my Twitch revenue comes in. And then obviously here is the photo from the Instagram post. So it paints, again, like I say, a damning picture. And this has spread like absolute wildfire online. It has gone literally absolutely everywhere. Everybody's talking about it. And everyone's roping in MrBeast, of course, because it's a big tagline to punch into your titles and stuff. Some pretty big people have started to talk about it. So one person in particular is Andrew Tate, who goes off at Kris Tyson following the allegations of talking to a minor. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Andrew Tate. The message within it is very interesting, so I'm not going to play it in this video because I kind of disagree, but you're more than welcome to go and check it out over on the Drama Alert Twitter page. Another page as well that has moved kind of against Mr. Beast especially, is a page called Gays Against Groomers. And they have demanded that Kris Tyson be removed from Mr. Beast videos. Now, Gays Against Groomers is very... I don't know. I don't really understand the idea. Like, I thought it was like an LGBTQ plus kind of positive message kind of group, but it seems that they're not, based off of this post. So I will read it. Once again, I am quoting, so please, bear that in mind. But Gays Against Groomers demands Mr. Beast remove Kris Tyson from his videos. This was updated on the 19th of April, 2023. So this actually came out over a year ago. So this week, Kris Tyson, a social media personality from the most popular channel on YouTube, has started openly identifying as a woman. This channel's audience mainly consists of kids, as if there isn't enough gender identity propaganda being shoved down the children's throats already. Despite this problematic past, Tyson is being love-bombed and showered with praise. Some queer radicals are crowning him as the new spokesperson for the alphabet cult. Now, again, I don't agree with the sentiment that's being used here. But at the same time, they have retweeted it and said, basically, we were right. Mr. Beast does need to remove Kris Tyson from his videos. And obviously, Kris Tyson and a lot of people have actually been taking a step back from videos. And that is something that has been mentioned by Mr. Beast on Twitter recently. And is this like something that was already in the pipeline? Did they already know this? Is this why Kris Tyson hasn't been as involved in videos? That's obviously speculation. It's hard to know for certain, but it definitely starts to paint a picture when you think of the timeline. Kris Tyson takes a step away, and then a couple of months later, these allegations come out. Is there something more to this? I don't know. I can't say for certain, but a lot of people have now started to really, like, big YouTubers who were friends with someone like Dr. Disrespect, like Nickmercs, has called out both Mr. Beast and Kris Tyson's ex-wife for defending Kris a few months ago. Let's take a little listen to what Nickmercs has to say, because of course his friend, Dr. Disrespect, has just been accused of the same allegations, and he actually confirmed, well, Dr. Disrespect did confirm those allegations, so it would be interesting to see his POV.
In 2018. In the same year,
This guy Beast came out and said Ava is a great father to his 2-year-old boy, or her, whatever the fuck. That's what he said on Twitter to me. This fucking character, man. I don't care how popular you are. I don't care how much money you got, how much power you think you got, dog. I like, if we were in person, I'd fucking grab him by his neck. Don't speak to me that way. Are you out of your fucking mind? He's got his 2-year-old boy in heels that fit. There's a concern here. And if there isn't for you, then you are part of the problem. It's not okay. It's not healthy. It's weird now.
Tyson makes a tweet
Fucking
stating
guy,
how
Mr.
one more
Beast.
Patreon donation they get and never
Crumb of tweets. But apparently, this dude Chris's girl came out and defended him, right? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I don't know if that's a firm yes or firm no, but apparently she was tweeting, like, I don't know who this Nickmercs guy is and what he's saying about our fucking relationship and our family. Okay, let me get a little revisit on that. Can we circle back with old Dukes here, huh, mama? Let's get a nice little circle back, right? Like, I don't want to throw shit at your fucking door, right? I'm not really trying to, like, drag you through the dirt, but if you want to go toe-to-toe and you want to say things like that, let's circle back and let's revisit those comments about how great your family is, because surely the landscape is a little different now, huh? Fuck, man.
both direct
God,
contact with one
jokes.
another through
Gross
Snapchat,
as
which
fuck.
is extremely weird first of all, and second of
It
all,
ain't
Lava shows a
staying
weird
focused.
snap.
There you go. So that is Nickmercs' take on the entire situation. And Jake Franklin, moving forward, Jake Franklin is one of probably the biggest ex-Mr. Beast workers. He used to work with Mr. Beast. He was called Jake the Viking. He used to be in all of his videos, especially when there was a lot of heavy lifting involved. You can see from Jake Franklin's Twitter page, Jake the Viking, that the Mr. Beast does follow him. He follows Mr. Beast and all the rest of it. So, you know, I wanted to take a look at his page because he's very outspoken about this entire thing, and he's very outspoken about Kris Tyson especially. And I wanted to take a look to see what his allegations are towards, or what his take on the situation is. So, scrolling through, I was unsurprised to see that there are a lot of tweets about the whole situation. So, the first one here is obviously Mr. Beast co-host and trans has abandoned his family to pursue a fetish. This is all quoting, by the way. It's been like, what, a year now? He's already outed for chatting to a 13-year-old while he's in his 20s, sending inappropriate messages, etc. He want to talk all that shit, but now look, bum. So that was his first tweet. I know that the Lava GS, they are mentioning in the video, this ain't good for Beast. And then, while we're at it, Kris, so this is the new allegation again. So Kris from Mr. Beast has been messaging a male minor starting when the minor was around 13 and Tyson was 20. The two constantly joked about inappropriate with each other, about hentai addiction, sending suggestive pics, etc. They confirmed they met together when the minor was 16. And then Jake, the Viking one, retweeted it and said, while we're at it, Kris should tell everyone about how old the girl was that he was snapping when she sent his first ever pair of Gucci slides. So again, pointing out that there could be more people involved in this entire situation. So, Kris Tyson did actually delete all of his tweets. We'll talk about that in just a moment, but he spoke about that situation. And then this was the most damning one. Jimmy knew. Full stop. Jimmy knew. Now, coming from someone like me to say Jimmy knew, obviously Big Jimmy being Mr. Beast, it doesn't mean anything. But when someone who worked with Mr. Beast says something like that, that's pretty damning. That, you know, there's a little bit more leverage on that. Do you know what I mean? And that's hot, murky water to get into. He retweeted another thing. Mr. Beast contacted me directly to the Lava alleged Kris Tyson groomed victim. Lava, I was not groomed by Kris Tyson. Lava, I did not meet Kris Tyson by myself. I met Kris and the Mr. Beast crew with my family present. I ran a Discord with Kris Tyson when I was 13, and edgy, inappropriate jokes were said, and that's it. So Mr. Beast connected me directly to Lava. So not contacted, but connected. Quote, I ran a Discord with Tyson when I was 13 and edgy inappropriates was said. Sending sexual jokes to a 13-year-old is not okay, never has been, never will be. GG's to Lava for confirming the allegations. So again, we haven't had a confirmation from Kris, but one side has confirmed it. So this is another thing that's now been brought out of the woodworks about over this whole situation is Kris Tyson's old YouTube channel has been found where he shared revenge porn pics with his audience of Jeanette McCurdy from iCarly. So this is Jeanette McCurdy, and this is the video.
Recently, everybody's been hearing about the Jeanette McCurdy leak of her photo. What the story is, she sent pictures to her boyfriend, her now ex-boyfriend, and he leaked them out, and she is a very popular Nickelodeon star on the show iCarly, and probably be seen as the pulling of the show. It'll probably be taken off the air. Second off, you'll probably see the photos get taken down at some point tonight, maybe tomorrow, because Nickelodeon has that kind of power. But the link's in the description if you want to see them. I mean, I'm not endorsing people to go look at somebody else's private business, but I know that you know, people might want to see them, so it's there if you want it. First off, what I have to say though is that when you look on the news, you see people, they've leaked nudes from their girlfriend at a high school, and that girl kills herself. It's a tragic story. Everybody calls the guy a bully, but yeah, when people like Perez Hilton do it, it's considered entertainment. So you kind of have to think about where the right and wrong is, really. And I think it's all wrong, personally. I don't think somebody should leak photos that were sent in trust, but I guess if that's how President Hilton wants to make his living, it's up to him. You decide.
Now, obviously, that video has absolutely nothing to do with the allegations, but it's something that's... The issue is when something this big comes to light, everything gets pulled out of the woodworks. All the skeletons come out of the closet. it becomes an absolute mess. So again, you know, Jake Franklin had a lot to say about it, saying, I'm not endorsing people to look at them, but the link is in my description. And then goes on to talk about the Joe Biden thing. But wait, there's more. So GNN, breaking on GNN. Kris Tyson, an employee of Mr. Beast, who's best known for being a trans and buying Lilican from Shademan, has been caught sexually messaging a different 14-year-old. Shared by the then 14-year-old is a Snapchat conversation between the victim and Tyson in 2019, and this is the conversation that took place. So you can see that that is the actual page. So, been stepped up, lol. Thanks, Dad, lol. So this is all from Kris. Keep it a secret, though, lol. And this is the message. Oh, let's go back a bit. In the message it says, I don't know if you heard about my bathwater prank and how crazy it is gone, but my stock is actually sold from the moment. Rather than bringing it back, I'm actually looking to bottle a whole bath on the video into a giant tub and ship it to whoever buys it, $20,000. I just want to reach out in advance because I know this is the kind of content Beast does. I'll just give you a heads up. Let me know if there's something that might interest him. Thanks, Belle. So that's from Belle Delphine. Okay, so some very odd and strange messages there. Again, it's not a good look when the allegations have come out. And once again, like I say, you know, when these kind of allegations come to the light, to the forefront, everything gets pulled out the closet. Absolutely everything. So, you know, this is going to be scrutinized. Everything's going to be looked at for with a fine-tooth comb. It's pretty crazy. Now, other people like Sneako have also questioned the intent of people like Pokimane and other streamers who are calling out Dr. Disrespect allegations, but not Kris Tyson's. You actually have receipts and you haven't said a word yet. Let's take a little listen to what Sneako has said over on Rumble.
Pokimane and Kinia, these two Twitch streaming females, where's the consistency? When are you going to go and disavow Kris and Mr. Beast? You have way more information. You actually have the receipts, and you haven't said a word yet. Immediately, Dr. Respect, ew, disgusting, worst person ever. Kris from Mr. Beast silent. And you know why? Because he's a transgender. Because you don't want to disavow the woke community. You don't want to go against your own people. It wasn't about Dr. Respect messaging a 17-year-old. It was about a white straight man that you disagree with. Pokemon.
Now, another thing as well is, obviously, these people, these Twitch streamers, are very close with Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is one of the biggest, no, in fact, he is the biggest YouTuber on the platform now. So, they're not going to want to upset the apple cart. They're not going to want to rock that. They're not going to want to damage that reputation or that respect or that boundary that they've got with Mr. Beast over this. Because, of course, Kris Tyson is Jimmy's best friend. So, if they go against Kris, they could be seen as going against Jimmy, and that could harm the relationship that they have, which then could go on to damage their further, you know, opportunities in Mr. Beast videos. Obviously, that big YouTube video that just came out from Mr. Beast a couple of days ago, let me just search it up quickly. I think it's one of the biggest videos that he's ever done, yeah. So, 50 YouTubers fight for $1 million. Pokimane is actually in this as well. So, you know, it goes to show the level of, the level of friendship that they've got. So, once again, back over to Drama Alert. Keemstar shares a statement from the minor involved in the Kris Tyson allegations. The minor, now adult, claims they were not groomed and met with Chris's family present. So, Mr. Beast connected me, We've read through this, and obviously it's very interesting that apparently they weren't groomed. So it begs the question of what's going on. Now, the whole situation is very, very odd. If we just search up Kris Tyson right now over on Ava Kris Tyson over on Twitter, they've actually deleted all of their tweets. Now, obviously, that's very interesting. Apparently, they deleted all the tweets prior to these allegations coming out. But I don't know, man. The whole situation's really weird. And I do, to a degree, agree with the sentiments that there were with Dr. Disrespect. You know, when the whole Dr. Disrespect situation came round, it was huge. Everybody was talking about it. Everyone was shunning him and shaming him and trying to, you know, state to people like, this is messed up. And then Kris Tyson has these same allegations made against them, and suddenly people are backtracking. No one really is talking about it. None of these huge platformed YouTubers who are, you know, friends with Mr. Beast are coming forwards about it. It's really odd. The whole situation is really odd. But it reminds me of a YouTube video from a YouTuber called SunnyV2. Now, if you guys know who SunnyV2 is, you'll know that he made a video about a year ago now talking about... let's have a little look on the channel over here. So, they made a video about how Kris Tyson is going to be the end of Mr. Beast, or his biggest problem. Whereabouts is it? I know it wouldn't have been deleted. It was so big. I can't find it now. But... no. I know that he made... here it is. How will the Kris Tyson situation impact Mr. Beast? Now, this wasn't actually the original title. The original title was how Kris Tyson will destroy Mr. Beast, or something like this. And at the time, the entire internet was like, whoa, you can't say that. Like, he won't do that, he won't do that. And then, you know, Mr. Beast tweeted out saying that that's not going to be the case. This is absolutely disgusting that someone's come out and said this. But all of a sudden, it seems like there might have been a little bit of something to that video, you know? It's interesting. But what do you guys make of the entire situation? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Absolutely damning allegations. And at the time of recording, once again, they are just allegations, but very, very weird. Let me know what you guys think down below. While you're down there, be sure to jump scare the hell out of that like button if you have found this video informative. Subscribe if you're new. Tickle my little bell so you get notified whenever we upload to the channel. And until next time, I hope that you guys, well, have gone on to enjoy. And I'll speak to you later. Peace.